Going to make a quick change here in the guest chair. I want to remind you you're watching Money TV. If you've just joined us, like to see this program again or any of our programs over the last year, go to our website, MoneyTV.net. And it looks like the nimble-footed Brian Altunian got into that chair very quickly. Brian Altunian, of course, Chief Operating Officer of Platinum Studios, PDOS is the symbol. Always good to see you.
Thank you, Don.
Yeah, we always joke because, you know, we've been watching your company now for about 6 or 9 months, and in that period of time, I've seen the company go from a company that owns a lot of comic book characters, I think something like 6,000.
Right.
To now you guys are a major Hollywood player.
Yeah, we've actually we made that transition from being a company that was about intellectual property and licensing out, stepping into now the role of actual film producer, and we've got a lot of deals that are on the table, and it's been a whirlwind. In light of, over the last year, the economy's had some difficulty. We've had strikes in the industry that have had an impact, and a lot of things have thrown roadblocks you'd think would be roadblocks, and for us, we've just sort of hurdled them and continued on our path.
Well, it's one thing to refer to someone in this town as a Hollywood player because that's probably something that's thrown around a lot, but you have relationships and alliances with A-list people like Spielberg and Brandon Routh and directors and writers. Right. I mean, give us a taste of the kind of people you're dealing with.
Yeah, we've got a number of projects. We've got 2 big projects at DreamWorks, and as you mentioned, with Steven Spielberg as our executive producer. One is Cowboys and Aliens, which is sort of our flagship property, and we have Kurtzman and Orsi are our producers, and those are the guys that just put out not only Star Trek but Transformers 2, which had record-breaking box office this Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. That's going to be one of the biggest hits of the summer, and so those are the folks that are now pushing Cowboys and Aliens forward. The guys who wrote Iron Man wrote the script. Damon Lindelof, who created Lost, he's attached now as well on the script side. It's been said that Robert Downey Jr. is attached as a lead. Well, still to be seen, but that's moving forward now. Now that Star Trek and Transformers 2 are now pushed into the distribution chain, hopefully the focus will now be on Cowboys and Aliens, and that's DreamWorks, Universal, Paramount. We've got a project at Disney. We've got a project at Sony. A lot of stuff is happening. And I will say this too, Don. Our mission had been to expand this exploitation of intellectual property across a number of different outlets. And over the last few months, we've been starting to transition as well too. And I think our shareholders will start to see that our focus is now going to be narrowed a bit, all on filmed entertainment properties. So in addition to the studio films that we have, we've actually stepped in and produced our own film with Dead of Night, which we just completed in New Orleans a month ago. That's with Brandon Routh and again a slew of great people. And that's setting the stage for a number of other independently financed films that we are pushing forward ourselves. So that's where we stepped into the production space. And with that focus on filmed entertainment properties, we're going to have a lot more properties going in the industry. And then the ancillary pieces like the video games and merchandise and licensing, we're really kind of narrowing the focus to focus on just those properties that we've pushed down into the theaters, into the media awareness for our audience, because we'll find great traction following up on a film. So I want to say we signed it. It'll be official next week, but we have a 10-title video game deal that we've just signed with a Canadian company, and we'll be putting an announcement about that shortly. But that will be to produce games based on Dead of Night, Cowboys and Aliens, and some others to move those things forward as well. So a lot of activity around those projects. Yeah,
really exciting. I mean, Ryan, it's just really been so amazing to watch the progress of your company, and he still takes my phone calls. Brian Altunian, Platinum Studios, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Don.